What's going on, everybody? As always, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. All right, everybody. Excuse me. All right, everybody. What's going on? This is your man, Chris Thorne. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing the update. It's an update, but then again, not so much of an update that I usually do. Just some things I want to point out from a story that I just previously did like a day or two ago. So let's get right into it. Y'all remember a couple of days ago I did a story about this young man right here. The young man name is Aiden Linos, however you pronounce it. And the story goes that he was on a Zoom class and he shot himself, and unfortunately the young man did not survive the inflicted damage that he caused on himself. So again, another tragic story, and apparently this story is kind of floating around kind of heavy. Because when I did it, I got a lot of people who came over watching, and still got people that's coming on it right now, and I'm going to speak on that in a minute. Um, However, the reason I'm doing this video because a couple of y'all comments that I have seen, or a couple of comments I may have seen on articles that I read, kind of questioning some things that I necessarily didn't think about, or it was questions that I was wondering myself, and I want to get y'all guys' opinion on this as well. And if you haven't seen the original video, go ahead and go to my channel, and you can't miss it because the picture that you see right here with the lady and him, you will see that picture right there. So you haven't seen the video, go watch that first, then come back and get your commentary on what I'm doing tonight. All right. So let me move the young man out the way. And again, rest in peace to the young man. And let me pull up something real quick. As a matter of fact, before I get in deep to this video, I want to read a comment to y'all that a supporter of mine had left. And this is why I say, I like what I do, and shout out to anybody who do these stories on children and stuff like that. But a lot of these stories, when you do it, it lets people come out and express their opinions or express stories that they had when they going through some things themselves or something similar to what we talk about when we do these stories, because it's not always an easy task for us to do these damn stories. I mean, it's quite gut wrenching and heartbreaking, but y'all know that. My man Dale right here, he's been supporting me for the longest. He comes in to catch videos here and there. Whenever my notification works, he'll get it and he'll come into me. And I think Dale is over there in the UK. This is what he said to me when I originally did this story. If y'all take a look, he said, "Man, I would tell you I am just about done with the pandemic. My daughter tried to kill herself." He said his daughter tried to kill herself. And her boyfriend did kill himself. He said his dad also died. On top of that, his life savings are gone. And his business is dead. Gone. Never coming back. This new normal nonsense is scaring kids. They think they don't have a future, and they don't. It's sad to hear that this man has a daughter and his daughter tried to kill herself, but the boyfriend did kill himself. And Dave, you listen to this. I think you say you're over there in the UK, but if I got that wrong, brother, please correct me on that. But I think I remember you saying you're over there in the UK. I could be wrong. Sad enough. Thank you for sharing this with with me, brother. It's always a pleasure to have you come by and share your thoughts on my videos or whatnot. And I'm glad that I'm able to do a video where you can express your thoughts on things that went on in your life, and I'm glad your daughter didn't kill herself, but still, sadly, somebody who was surrounding her life did kill herself, man. This whole thing is just crazy, bro. The whole thing is crazy. Um, Give me a minute. I want to find another comment if I can. Give me just a minute. If I can. All right, I'm back. And I did this because I want to read this comment right here. This comment right here. This person right here said they knew they knew the kid, and let me just tell you, he was the most sweetest kid in the whole entire world. I said, you actually knew him? And this person said, yes, they actually went to school with him. And I told him, wow, that's sad. I'm hoping to speak to someone about him, but if you went to school with him, then I'm assuming you're a minor as well as correct. So I'm waiting for them to respond to that. I can't have no minors on my show, especially how the way I speak on stuff, unless their parents are around, then there'll be cool things like speak to minors like that, if they want to come and comment on it. So, uh, so I wanted to bring that up and let y'all see that, And again, shout out to my man Dale for sharing that with me. All right, but let me get into this right here. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing this update right here. This was done back on the 4th. Now, excuse me. There's controversy surrounding this young man's death, and I can understand why there's controversy. Considering that the family is like, you know, if anybody's speculating that this was suicidal, shut them down. I got kind of a problem with that because this story is out, and that's how I was reading it as if it was suicidal. But speculation is just what it is. Just speculation doesn't mean that's necessarily what it is. But speculation just speculation. I need people to understand that. All right. So check it out. Let me read this first, and I'm gonna show y'all some key points that I jotted down myself and speak briefly on them. So it said the devastated family of an 11-year-old California boy who died after he shot himself during a Zoom call is pushing back against reports that he committed suicide. The boy, identified as Aiden Lanos, was attending the virtual class of Woodbridge Elementary School, Elementary School with his mic and camera turned off, where he shot himself Wednesday in North California Central Valley. The same Joaquin, thanks to Rose Gold Lovely for correcting me when I said I was saying Joe Queen, but she told me it's pronounced San Joaquin. County Sheriff Office identified Lanos as the victim of a self-inflicted gunshot wound Wednesday afternoon, the news reported. Then it goes on to say the Sheriff Office on Wednesday said it had received several reports of a person shot in the 300 block of Sterling Street just after 11 a.m. Upon arrival, deputies found the boy inside the home, suffering from a head injury. Later in the day, the sheriff's office said Lanos was in Zoom class at the time of the shooting, but his audio and video had been turned off. His sister, a middle school student, was also in a Zoom class and heard a gunshot in the house. She went to another room, returned, and asked her teacher to call 911. The teacher immediately closed the class and made the phone call. Lanos' death is still in an open investigation, and details have not been made public. All right. Luis Lano, who identified himself as his uncle, denied reports that the boy had committed suicide. He was a wonderful child, full of life and joy. He was the most respectful, sweetest boy that I ever had the honor of calling my nephew. I asked guys to please help out our family need. If at least share the post, we ask you all to please refrain from speculation. And if you see any comments, politely ask them to only say positive things. Okay. He was not suicidal. He continued in the tribute. This young man was an angel that we had the privilege of knowing. We thank each and every one of you for your love and prayers. It is really needed. Louise's wife, Stephanie, also sought to deny any suggestions about suicide. We are asking if anyone sees in the post or comments insinuate that the incident was suicide or that our nephew was depressed, please help us shut it down, that she wrote on Facebook. And of course, they saying they think it's a freak accident, and our nephew was a happy kid. Right now, seeing those comments is what is the most hurtful to the family, and I could use all the help I can get with this. Thank you, she added. Okay, I told y'all this was his mom, but they saying this is believed to be his Stephanie, his uncle's wife. So I say that was his mom. So apparently, don't nobody know who she is right now. Other than that's his uncle's wife. So I forget what that makes her to him. Okay, this goes on to talk about what the school says and this, that, and third. All right, I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. So let's get right into this, and I'm gonna try not to make this video too long. I'm trying not to make it too long. Damn. How can I blow this up? Let's see. All right. Hopefully y'all can see that. Well, I can see that. Number one that I pointed out, he was attending the virtual class at Woodbridge Elementary School with his mic and camera turned off when he shot himself. I seen a couple of people, or at least one person in the comment section was like, if it's not a suicidal thing, whatever the case may be, then what would prompt him to cut off his camera and mute himself? Yeah, I think I remember somebody said something about, showing out with the gun. Well, here's my thing, if he was showing out with the gun, I would assume that he would have had his camera on if he was showing out with the gun. So this one of the things that piqued my interest, and I see it piqued a lot of y'all interest too, what prompted him to mirror his mic and what prompted him to cut his camera off, so that I'm sure that's one of the questions that's going through the cop's head too. What made him do that, And again, I would love to hear y'all comments on all this that I'm pointing out. And if y'all got some things y'all want to point out, please put it in the comment section, because I'm pretty much sure this story got a lot of holes for that. A lot of people know what the hell going on here. All right. 2, it's his death is still an open investigation, and details have not been made public. The reason I put that up because here's one of the things, and I think that's one of the things that is going to come up if y'all see it at the bottom right there. So this kind of like 2 in 1. Details not made public, and this could go with the same thing right here. It's unclear how the young man obtained the gun. Those two caught my attention. I think that's caught a whole lot of people's attention. How did he get a hold of this gun? How did he know where it was at? Then one thing I should have put down here as far as saying that is, I don't recall the story saying that any adults was in the house when this happened. All we keep hearing is it was him and his sister. So where were the adults? And did he so happen to see, or did his dad just happen to let him see where he kept his gun at, and this young man got a hold of the gun? And then you got to ask yourself this too: how long has he been taking these classes online and didn't even think about getting that gun? So, and that's another question too: what prompted him all of a sudden to go get this gun? Just questions. So again, I would look at those key tips as 2 in 1. It's still on investigation. And this too. The investigation ongoing to determine Was this intentional or act of negligence? That's what I want to know too. I think it's going to be a little bit of both. I think because just they don't want people to speculate that it's suicide, but everything about this story is leading up to that suicide. Is leading up to that. And even if he didn't do it intentionally, I want to kind of still be labeled as suicide. I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works when they label murders and stuff like that. But all this is labeled as suicide to me. If you ask me, it falls in the category as suicide. All right. This one right here. What the hell? Where's my mouse? You see my goddamn mouse? Oh, okay, there we go. This one of the ones that's giving me the whole time. We ask of you all to please refrain from any speculation. If you see any comments politely, ask them to only say positive thing. He was not suicidal. When I see this comment, it made me feel like that the family is hiding something. Something's being covered up. Something they don't want to get out. Because again, you cannot stop people from speculating what it is, what it is. I believe, like I always say a lot of times, if you walk like a duck, talk like a duck, 9 times out of 10, what it is a duck. All right. So the fact that they want to take everybody comments down or take anybody down who's speculating that it's suicide, that concerns me because it making me feel like y'all have something to hide. Y'all got something to hide. Somebody knows something, and I'm almost guaranteed that whatever it is, it's surrounding their region in negligence. And it's surrounding their region is, nobody was there with them. Now, I don't know how old the sister was, but this young man was 11 years old. So, again, I didn't hear about no parents being at the house or anything. All I'm hearing is he was there and the sister was there. So, where were the adults? And I got a feeling with them trying to do this right here, that's one of the things that they're trying to hide. But, if the police do this, I'm pretty much sure they're going to find out all this. All right, they're going to find out all this. All right. So that's some of the key points I wanted to point out. And again, if y'all got some things y'all want to point out, hey, please do in the comment section. Now, I want to bring up one thing real quick. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. I'm going to read this one comment. Let me see if I can blow it up. Shit, I'm in the way. I can't see this. Let me right here. This first comment right here. This person said this was a day ago. Something don't add up. Didn't see anything mentioned about parents or guardians being in the house. Yes. This CV-19 lockdown crap has caused way too many problems with kids that normally have no issues. It goes on to say, my son included, but we also have a firearm in the house and as well. I'm a PSO. I forget what that stands for. Y'all hit me out with that one. And I made damn sure that they were educated and know how to use it if they had to and to stay away from it otherwise. That come right there that caught my attention. And I want to read this one right here. Tragic, so tragic. Does seem like they both protest too much about the suicide notion. Yes. Make it a little more, not less likely. Thank you. That come out because y'all keep sticking on to suicide. Anybody insinuate suicide? He wasn't suicide. suicide this, suicide that. Oh shit. Damn. I thought I put the damn thing on silent. Hold on, wait. Sorry about that. Yes, that's my thing. You know, the more y'all keep speculating on that issue, the more it's making y'all look suspicious, and the more it's making it look like that's exactly what it was. You know, so I don't get it. But I got a feeling this story finna have a lot of twists and turns to it, and somebody finna get in trouble, and they're gonna get in trouble for negligence. And that's what I got a feeling they're gonna get in trouble for negligence. So again, you got two things that's going on with this. Two things. One, possibly suicide. Or two, maybe the young man was playing around with the gun and it probably was an accidental shot. Who knows? Who knows? But nobody can know for sure because he had his mic muted and he had his camera off. So don't nobody know for sure. Or let me add a third one. Could it be a possibility somebody was up in there? There was a third person up in there. Well, no, yeah, I can still say that. Or it's a possibility it could be a third person up there and the sister ain't saying nothing and that third person did that. Who knows? I mean, you just never know. When it comes to stuff like this, anything is possible. You just never know. How many stories y'all heard I'd have done or everybody else done? You be like, damn, you know, wow, didn't even think about that, you know. So anyway, sorry for making this so long, but those are things I want to point out about this young man's story. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this, and you got some things you want to wonder about. I would love to see some questions that you'd like to ask about this story if you have been following this story. But as always, this your man Chris Thorns. Thanks for listening, and catch y'all next time. Peace.